Hi everyone, this is Lisa at LMD Stampin'. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to make a card that is similar to these two. So let's get started. We want to take an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Whisper White cardstock. We're going to fold that in half, making this a 4.25 by 5.5 card. It's your standard A2 card. And with our bone folder, let me get that straight. We're going to put a nice crease in our card. And then we're going to take a piece of 4 by 5.25 mellow moss piece of cardstock and a 3 3/4 by 5-inch piece of Regal Rose cardstock. If you notice, on this card, I have the mellow moss inside of the Regal Rose circle, and then this one, I just punched them evenly. Well, I wanted to get this effect again, so actually you're going to want to make a template. Taking your Regal Rose cardstock and a piece of Whisper White cardstock or some 4 by 5.5 piece of scrap paper or whatever you have around, and center your Regal Rose on top of that, and then punch. And the reason why you want to do that is because when you take your 4 by 5.25 piece of mellow moss, you want to be able to punch a smaller punch in that cardstock. But if you don't do it this way, you won't be able to center the inner part with that. So you want to take your 1 3/8 punch, line that up, and punch. And then what you get is this effect right here. Now, taking your textured impressions Finial press folder and placing your Regal Rose in there, and then sandwich that between two of the plates. Oops, sorry, move the camera. Putting that on your platform plate. You're going to run that through the Big Shot. Take your snail adhesive and adhere those two pieces together. And then take that and adhere it to your card. Just like that. Punch out a piece of Barely Banana using your 5-petal flower punch. Using Summer Sun Stampin' Pastel chalk, we're going to chalk this up. And now we're going to use one of my favorite things to use. I've told you about it before if you've watched or read any of my blog posts. Build-A-Brag. I love this because of its versatility. So I'm using a piece of this Tea Party Designer Series paper, and I'm going to punch out a little circle using my 1/2-inch circle punch. And then you take that, put some adhesive on it with your snail adhesive. Oops. You don't want to use a glue dot or anything because you don't want to add any thickness to this. And that goes directly, oops, Sorry about that. Right there. Can you see that? And then you take this acrylic circle, which has adhesive on the back of it already, and place that right on the top, just like that. And then you're going to take your crocodile or your piercing tool and punch a hole right in the center of that, of our flower. And I'm just going to eyeball right so. And I'm using the small hole, 1/8 inch hole on my crocodile. And you're just going to stick that through there, just like that. I love these Build-A-Brads. They're so fun and so easy to use. And there you go. Then you're going to take your Stampin' Dimensionals, take a couple of those, put on the back of that. Now you can take some scissors if you're worried about the brad sticking out and trim that off. I'm just going to try to put it where it won't be seen. And then we're going to adhere that to our card. Just like, just like that. The next thing we're going to do is take our sentiment, which I use the Thinking of You sentiment from our 3 Little Words stamp set. And I thought I had it here to show you, but I don't know where I put it. Anyway, so we're going to take our large oval punch, center that, and punch. Use our Snell adhesive, and then add that to our coordinating paper. And I think we're going to go ahead and use a piece of this Mellow Moss. You can see that's already been used. I'm all for using your scraps. And you're going to put that on there. You want to make sure you have enough around so that you can take your scallop oval punch and center that, just like that. And punch. And then you want to take, this is about, okay, it's a 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch by 5 inch piece of cardstock. I'm using the Mellow Moss. Oops. Okay. Now you can either use your Stampin' Dimensionals to pop that off of there. You could place that over here like that, or in the center. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the center with my Snell adhesive. No right or wrong way to do these things. Do what you like. Center that. There we go. And there you are. And here are all 3 of them together. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making it for you. And I look forward to sharing other projects with you in the future. So, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.